Okay, we'll call the September meeting of the Public Safety Committee to order. Motion to approve last month's minutes.
So moved.
Second. Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. All right, privilege of the floor. Is there anybody here for privilege of the floor? Okay, not seeing anyone for privilege of the floor, we'll close privilege of the floor. Number 1, proposed resolution, authorize agreement with Town of Hanover for enhanced police protection services for fiscal year 2024. Sheriff?
Mr. Chairman, Sheriff Jim Quattrone. So this resolution is for a renewal of the enhanced police protection in the town of Hanover, which covers both the town and the village of Silver Creek. It would be for the period of January 1st, 2024 through December 31st of 2024. The estimated cost is not to exceed $626,513, and we don't have to do any budget amendment because it was already included in the 2024 proposed budget.
Is that the same amount that was from last year?
I don't believe it's the same amount as last year, but it's the same amount that we have sent them and given them the notice on that. It's we had to increase the cost because of raises and everything. So we've given them
It's a slight increase, I think.
it is an increase, but we have projected increases. About 4 years ago, we gave them the projected increases for every year, and then we.
So they were aware of it.
They were aware, and then 2 months ago, I went to their board meeting and gave them our spreadsheet with all the costs. Quite honestly, we have not heard anything from them since then, but we are still waiting, and
They must be happy.
I can't say that. But
He won't go that far.
yeah, I'm hoping they are for the services that they do get, and so they're going to have some new leadership there. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that.
If I could interject really quickly.
Sure.
The current contract amount is $567,671. As the sheriff mentioned,
And
567,671.
60.
Now, as the sheriff mentioned a few years ago, we gave them basically our projection to hopefully come up to closer to actual costs, so that it could offset our exposure at the sheriff's office. The number that the sheriff provided for 2024 is exactly what was provided those few years ago. Up to this point, we had really come up with an average of minimal costs, doing an average of step 1 to step 4, and assuming a family 2. I mean, we kept it mid-range and straight across the board rather than charging actual costs based on, it's not based on deputies that are working there. It's not based on all steps. So higher steps are not included, and family 3 also has not been included.
It's an estimate, but it's close.
Getting closer.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, committee, other questions of the sheriff?
I just had a question. Enhanced, is that just the standard
Term.
service that you provided, or is there something above and beyond?
So the enhanced is we have designated car assigned to the town of Hanover.
Okay.
So generally, we have 4 zones,
Mhm.
so they'll cover anywhere between 5 and 7 townships in the car. So the enhanced protection at Hanover is we have a car that's dedicated to the town. They don't leave the town unless it's an emergency.
Okay. Thanks.
Most of the time for Hanover, theirs is more enhanced during the summertime when Sunset Bay Beach Club and all that stuff, and you have a lot more going on down there.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like the enhanced part of it.
Okay. Good. Thanks.
Committee, other questions of the sheriff? Jim, just one final question. Years ago, we used to have a separate agreement between the town of Hanover and the village. Now, this is combined. Is this working out better for us?
Since I've been in office, initially started out with Silver Creek had the contract, and then they made an arrangement with Hanover to
Okay.
provide.
Okay.
So now, it was 2 years ago, I believe it was, They switched that, and Hanover took over the contract
Okay.
and makes an agreement with Silver Creek.
Okay.
So Silver Creek pays a portion of it as well, but it's an agreement they have with the town.
With the town.
Yep.
Okay, so this actually works out better for us. We're just negotiating with one municipality.
That's correct.
Okay. Other questions, committee? Okay, then those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
Okay, next, proposed resolution amend 2023 emergency services budget for fiscal year 2019 hazard materials grant program HM 19. Okay, all right, Noel and Bonnie, what do we have?
Noel Gutman, Director of Emergency Services.
Good afternoon, Bonnie Peters, Chautauqua County Emergency Services Principal Account Clerk. This money is to bring in and finish up a grant that was due to end August 31st. When we went to spend the money, we realized that we had not put it in our budget. So this brings it into our budget so we can clear up that grant.
It's just a change to the 2023 budget.
That's correct. Yep. Mhm.
Okay, committee, questions of Bonnie or Noel?
And it says hazardous materials. What would that be? What would you be doing with that? I guess would be my question.
So as I remember, this one was to purchase drones.
Yeah, this one is the grant that we use prior. There's several different hazmat grants there, and this one is one that's generally more towards equipment and training. A couple of other grants are usually specifically towards training cost and some administrative costs, but this grant is usually the one that we buy equipment with.
And what did you buy with this? You said drones?
Yeah, this is also a grant where as we're part of a consortium with Cat County, Allegheny County, and this is usually this grant is we buy equipment for all three counties off this grant.
In drones?
Correct.
Drones.
Okay.
That was a request to other counties, and this is what we were able to do this year.
Well, fly it over Bob Bankowski's house, will you?
See what's going on.
Yeah, just check that out.
How many drones are they purchasing?
I believe one for each county. I believe it was three of them.
It's interesting. Okay, committee, any other questions of Noel or Bonnie? Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, next, amend the 2023 emergency services budget for fiscal year 2020 SHSP grant expenses.
So this one also comes in to, I believe this finishes up that grant as well. It went into 24, so we weren't sure at what point we were going to be spending this money, but did realize that we would put it in, we're going to spend it in 23. So that is to bring it into our,
2023 budget.
that's correct.
Okay. Committee questions on this one? Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
That was quick. Okay. Is there anything else to come before the committee this afternoon? Nothing else? All right, then I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All right. Those in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned. Thank you.